All right, so once you schedule your live stream, you come to these next set of pages. And this is where the off-page SEO is going to happen. It's really where the magic happens. This is what helps your video to move in the search engines, because we're going to run the live stream, and depending on the keyword, it may pop up on page 1, it may not. It may pop up on page 10, right? Depending on the competition. Well, in order to move it from, say, page 10 or 2 or 4 or wherever it is to page 1, you need to do certain things. You need to link. You need to get your live stream embedded, traffic, social signals, all these different things that CloudRank does. Now, when you get to this page, you're going to see a lot of different things going on here. Some things cost credits, and some people get confused by it. We have something right up here that suggests kind of like what kind of campaign to do, how many embeds to do. So I'm going to explain this page. I'm going to take it right from the top. Okay, so what is this right here? Well, this is just a simple keyword analyzer and a little algorithm that we have that will rate your keyword from the competition being very low to the competition being very high. And this just gives you an estimate for people who have no idea about keywords or competition or anything like that. This just gives you kind of a guide or an estimate. Is this like 1,000% accurate, that if it says, say it says moderate and it tells you to do 3 PBNs and then 30 Web 2.0s, that your video is going to rank next week? No, that's not how SEO works, right? If we have to move your video up from page, say, 4 to page 1, we have to build authority on that video. We have to make YouTube and Google think that people really like that video, that they're typing in to search for a certain keyword, say, plumbing San Diego, that they're finding your video and they're liking your video or they're sharing your video, right? And then so it's going to move that video up in the search engines. Now, some keywords may rank right away. So, for example, this slab leak detection Poway, it may hit page 1 right away. Okay, but say if I did leak detection San Diego, I guarantee you that it wouldn't hit page 1 right away. Or even if I did plumbing San Diego, it definitely would not hit page 1 right away. And plus, this keyword difficulty right here would probably be up to moderate, or it may be up to something like high. On that note, actually what I did is I opened another tab and opened CloudRank and ran another campaign for the keyword plumbing in San Diego, or San Diego plumber, right? And you could see that CloudRank came up with high as being, it's a higher competitive keyword. And that makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you think about it, guys, for the term plumbing San Diego, there's a lot of people or a lot of plumbers that have probably paid a good amount of SEO to get ranked on page 1. And some of them have been there for years, okay? And I could guarantee you the guys that are in the first 3 or 4 spots have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on SEO, right? They've had PBNs linking to their website. They've had Web 2.0s. They've had social shares over time, right? And they've built up this massive authority in Google. Now, we do have a major advantage, and that is 1, Google loves video. 2, Google loves live stream even better. So we run a live stream, right? And then we go and we embed it on PBNs, Web 2.0s, and we do all these other things necessary to get it to move. Now, it's not going to move very fast. Like I said before, it's probably not going to hit page 1. It may hit page 2 or 3, or it may hit page 10. Well, how do we get it from page 10 to page 1? Well, it's going to take time, and it's going to take authority. How do we build the authority? Well, we have to add embeds, right? Which is embedding the video or putting the video on high authority sites. And those sites will play the video, and it will also link back to the video, thus giving it authority. Some of the authority from those sites will transfer to our video. Those sites need to be niche related, right? Having them niche related authority sites, is a strong signal and is a huge advantage, right? So all our PBNs, right, are niche specific. All our Web 2.0s, which are public blog networks like Tumblr, Blogger, WordPress.com, right? Those are Web 2.0s. The ones that we create on these platforms are all niche related. I mean, that's the advantage that we have. But still, even with all that, even if you took the suggestions and did 4 PBNs and you did 100 Web 2.0s, your video is still going to take, probably several months to get to page 1. It's just how it is. Now, like I said, there's time. We cut that time factor tremendously by what we're doing, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen right away. There's no tool in the world that is going to put your video on page 1 for a super highly competitive keyword right away. That's why we use long tail keywords, and that's why we diversify the type of keywords that we use, because we could still get a lot of traffic and use a lot less resources. For example, leak detection, this is something that plumbers do, right? It's a service and it's a good paying service, right? They get paid a lot more money to do a leak detection than they do to unclog a drain. So, for example, in San Diego, we can do, slab leak detection like we did Poway, or leak detection Poway, which is a city inside of San Diego, the county of San Diego, right? And we will get traffic to that video. But not only that video, we could do Carlsbad, Vista, Encinitas, right? And then, so for about the same cost, we could have several videos ranked faster within a month, opposed to spending a lot more money to get one video ranked that'll take several months. So again, I encourage you guys, if you haven't watched the video on keyword research and what keywords to choose, I would suggest that you go ahead and do that. But looking at this larger one, it uses a lot of credits. Well, if you go out and you look at other places to get PBN embeds and Web 2.0 embeds and the amount of money it's going to cost, you're going to notice that it's far cheaper, or it's far less expensive to do it through our CloudR system than to, say, go out to Fiverr or go out to Source Market or somewhere like that to get these same embeds. And actually, they're not the same, because when you go out to Fiverr, when you go out to Source Market, those are definitely not niche related. And you don't know the quality of those embeds really, because they could be linking out to all kinds of sites. You don't know how many links are on there. You don't know anything about that PBN that they're selling you, or even the Web 2.0s, right? Web 2.0s or public blog networks are not all created equal. There's a lot of softwares out there that'll create thousands of Web 2.0s, but they're on blogs with no authority, right? They don't create them on WordPress or Blogger or Tumblr or Rebel Mouse or any of those, because it's harder to do it. So they give you 100 spammy, crappy Web 2.0 posts. Well, that's not what we're doing here. I mean, this is definitely high quality, and this tool is for people who are serious about wanting to get ranked. So that kind of breaks down a little bit for you guys the credit costs on here. Now, say I went after something like this leak detection. I could probably turn the maintenance off, or on this one, because the competition isn't that much. And then, so if I run this live stream and I see that it's not on page 2, well, I can go back in and do an external promotion and add more PBNs and different things like that. So we hit next. This is going to, can give us a suggestion for visits. Well, it says 10 visits. Why only 10 visits? Well, because it's not a big keyword, right? It's not a keyword that's that's getting a ton of traffic. So we don't want to bombard it with, hundreds and hundreds of traffic visits. But what I would do is I'd probably boost this up to maybe, I'd probably do at least 25. Okay, I do at least 25 on the boost period, and I would probably do 10 to let's say 40, right? So that's what I do. Cost on this is about $2.50 and $1.25, right? We have to pay people to do this. The traffic that we get, this is not a bot. Okay, so you can go to different places and buy 1,000 views that are just bots, clicking. This is actually real people that search your video and take real actions, right? They click the links in your description. They share it. They do different things to your video. These are real people. That's why there's real costs involved. The next thing we have is social shares. These social accounts are real social accounts. They are not just spammy social accounts. Again, you can go to other places and buy 1,000 social shares, for cheap, but really most of those probably aren't even going to go through, and those accounts are just spam to death. Where our network is maintained meticulously, and that's why you don't need as much, right? Like, you don't need 1,000 social shares. 25 people sharing a video on leak detection in a for a low keyword like that, it's gonna make a huge impact. And because these are quality accounts, that then it's gonna work. It's gonna make it work even better. So we'll just keep that where it is. Then I press next. You're gonna see that the credit cost to get this video up, this campaign running, is about 817 credits, or about $8. Which is not much at all. When I'm ranking videos for my lead gen, I'm spending 40, 50, 60 bucks a video in embeds, in social shares, in traffic, and everything else. So, it costs money to make money. And the beauty of this whole system is that you can set this up so you can do that initial boost. And then if you are doing something more competitive, right, you can set the maintenance so you don't ever have to touch it again. Okay, because in the past, before CloudRank, what you'd have to do is you'd have to set up that boost period, send out all of these social signals and embeds, right? And you don't want them all to happen at once, so you try to schedule it out over a few weeks, and then the next month you have to do it again, right? And the next month you have to re-get another gig, it becomes a big hassle. It takes a lot of time, and you're still not scheduling it out throughout the whole month. You're just getting these big hits of links and embeds and shares all at once, and you don't want that. What CloudRank does is it drips it out throughout the month. So guys, when you're at this module, when you're at this point, just remember the keyword that you pick is going to make a huge difference on how many credits that you use. Then all you do is, after you're done, right, we come here, you simply hit save, or you choose the group. So I'm going to choose group, and then you hit save, and then it's saved and it goes on the calendar.